Hey guys, it's Hannah and I'm here today with my March wrap-up. So today I'm here to talk about the books that I read in March, or more accurately, comic books, because that is what I was feeling this month. So I just went with it instead of fighting it. So I have a lot of comic books to show you and one book, so let's get into it. So first up this month, I picked up Harley Quinn by Amanda Conner and a ton of other people, which is usually how comic books go. So this is the volume 2 in the New 52 series. The last volume I read, I found it very entertaining, but I found that she was over-sexualized. This volume, I found that it was a little less sexualized, but I didn't like the storyline as well as the other one. So I just don't know if Harley Quinn maybe is not the right person for me to read about, but I love that she is like the DC Deadpool besides Deathstroke, but she's very humorous and pretty much clinically insane, just like Deadpool, which I love, but I have issues with Harley Quinn, so it still is to be decided if I'm going to pick up the next volume. But I did give this a 3 out of 5 stars. Next up, I picked this up at the library and I wanted to pick up more of Harley Quinn's style, and I wanted to see if maybe I would like her in a different light, if I would like her better not in the New 52 series that they came out with. So I picked up Suicide Squad Volume 1, Kicked in the Teeth. So, who is this by? And this one has got a different author, so it's Adam Glass is the author. I'm covering up my library little name here. But I picked this up. This one followed the very beginning of Suicide Squad. I told you guys in my last video that I was interested in Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad purely on the trailer, and I wanted to get the origin story before going to see the movie. And I really enjoyed this so much more than just Harley Quinn, which is a bummer because Harley Quinn was my favorite in this. It's just purely on writing style, so I think maybe she's just not the one for me to be following. I really liked the Suicide Squad aspect. I found Harley, she was a lot more ditzy in this than she was in the other one, but I think that's kind of her trope, is that she's the ditzy hot girl in the bunch. So anyway, I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm hopefully going to be picking up more of the Suicide Squad series. The next comic book I picked up was Sweet Tooth. Now, I saw Raylene from Padfoot Pro 7, which I did not link last video, but I will link it this time, I promise. Just type her name into the search bar. She is amazing. If you haven't seen her, she was one of my first ones that I absolutely adored to watch, so I definitely recommend checking her out. But she was recently talking about these and how she picked these up and loved them, so I wanted to try them out. So Sweet Tooth, this is Volume 1 and Volume 2. It is about these children who, there is a plague going around killing all of these people, and after the plague has happened, only babies that are born have these animal-like qualities, like Sweet Tooth has the deer horns or antlers. So I went into this not knowing too much about it. Volume 1, I was surprised that it's a lot darker than I was expecting, especially with the name Sweet Tooth. But Volume 1 I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and then Volume 2, Sweet Tooth in Captivity, I gave a 4 stars out of 5. So it is getting better. I just think that I wasn't prepared for how dark it was going to get in Volume 1, so I do have that as a warning out to people who want to pick the series up, but it is definitely really good. It's very interesting, and I'm already, after the second volume, that I am ready to go pick up the third one. I want to continue on with the series. I'm hooked with the characters now to find out what happens. Next up, I picked up Deadpool Volume 1. So they're redoing Deadpool, I guess. This is, we do Marvel Collector Corps. They sent us a comic book in every single one. It's super, super tiny. It's just an issue. It's not like a volume. But I never didn't read it when I got the Deadpool one. I was just too busy doing other stuff, moving the house and stuff. So I finally picked this one up, and I I'm not gonna lie, I did not love it. I was really disappointed because Deadpool is one of my favorite characters, especially in the Marvel Universe, and they just did not do him justice. He is known for his humor and snarky attitude and like quick wit, and he is very much lacking in this. So it's very short, but it's about the Deadpool is putting together this Heroes for Hire, and they all dress up like Deadpool, which was humorous, but it wasn't, like, when I read other Deadpool comics, I laugh out loud, and that is usually pretty rare for me. I don't usually have, like, a physical reaction to things. I guess I just laugh in my head, but I did not really enjoy this. I give this a 3 out of 5 stars purely because it is Deadpool. There was some funny parts, but definitely not as near justice as it should have been for the Deadpool name. So after reading that one, I wanted to pick up true Deadpool comics, in my humble opinion, that were much more funny, much more Deadpool to me. So I picked up Deadpool vs. Thanos, and I was not disappointed with this one. This still has some deeper qualities in this volume, but I did enjoy this quite a bit. This is more of what my style of Deadpool that I like to read about. He's a lot more funny and quick-witted, and he is just a gem. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. He is in love with Mistress Death, and so they have to rescue her, and they actually are teaming up. It's like Deadpool versus Thanos, but they also have to team up, but they're still being versus each other. It's very entertaining. If you want a quick comic book that is fun to read and will make you laugh, pick up this one. And now that we are down to the nitty-gritty here, I finally read my only book this month, which is Throne of Glass. And this took me a little while, but I think it's just I was not making time for reading. So the story, once I got into reading it, when I sit down and read it, I was not wanting to put it down. I loved it. Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas, she's an amazing writer. I loved this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I think my only disappointment with this book was that it was basically just the first book. You have to get through all of the world building and introductions, and I just wanted more depth in the characters, and I'm already reading Crown of Midnight, and the depth of the characters is a lot more. So I'm already satisfied. So really glad that I've picked up this series, and I cannot wait to finish it. Like I said, I'm reading Crown of Midnight right now, but yes, I love this book. If you haven't read it, which join the party because I just read it and I have no idea what took me so long, but go and read it. It's amazing. It does get better in the second one. At least that's what I've heard too, but I'm like just like 50 pages into it and it's already better to me. So that is all for my March wrap up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do an April TBR. My birthday is actually on Monday, and I was planning, so like for like 6 months ago, I've been wanting to do a reread month and have it strictly be rereads because I enjoy rereading so much, but then all of the new shiny books and I get distracted. But for my birthday month, I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna treat yourself. You are just gonna do rereads, and then now I'm reading Throne of Glass and these aren't rereads, and I don't know if I want to stop. So not quite sure what I want to do for my April TBR, but I might be having some rereads in there, like some of my favorites. So I might do an April TBR. I haven't decided, but I need to figure it out because April is literally tomorrow. Alright, well, I will leave my links and stuff down below if you want to check up and see what I am up to. I am being a lot more active on Instagram, and I'm being more active on Twitter, but I am trying. And then, of course, Goodreads and everything is going to be linked down below. Come talk to me down in the comments. Let me know what you guys read, what you guys thought of these books, if you have read any. I would love to converse with you down there. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.